And as you can see there, float's completely eaten up, rusted out, gone. Over there a little bit, you can see that screen where fuel gets picked up. Let's go take a look. Hello, this is Jalen at Freedom One Garage today. Home on spring break from school, so been working on a few things. Customer truck in the shop, all kinds of other stuff. Also getting this gas tank cleaned out for the first generation Bronco that we have in the shop, and we thought we would show you our Vevor Borescope a little bit. You've probably seen it in videos before. It gets used a ton, but we just thought we'd do a little review on it, show you guys what it's like, what it's about, and if it's really worth the money. So off the bat, you can tell we care about this thing a little bit because this matching orange case here with the foam inside does not come with the Borescope. We decided to invest a little bit in the Harbor Freight case to keep this thing nice and keep it organized, I guess. But this is what you get right here. Dad'll put the exact price on the screen, but you get this for under $100. This cable is about yay long, probably at least 3 feet, maybe 4, I don't know. You got your camera on the end here. This dial you can turn with your thumb, moves it. It's got about 180 degrees of motion there, and then for side-to-side movement you can just rotate it wherever and then it'll turn different directions and whatnot. To turn it on, just hold this power button here and your screen lights up. Light comes on the end. You got 3 different light settings. So here's the camera. It's pretty accurate, pretty good quality. You can actually take videos on this, I think, so we might throw some of that in this video. But we'll use it real quick to go inside of this Bronco tank and see what's going on in there. Okay, so I'm gonna take this guy, stick it down in the fill hole of the gas tank and see what we can see in there. I'm gonna start recording on here, so I think we're gonna push and hold maybe this button. Okay, so now we're recording. As you can see, there's some little red letters in the top corner of the screen. I don't know if you can see that on there, but I'm just gonna straighten this guy out and put it down in here. The light's just on the brightest setting automatically, so we'll just put it down in there. Oh, off the bat, got some stuff on the end of it. Try and guide it down in there. Alrighty, now we're through there. We're in the tank. So if we look around a little bit, it's a little dark because it's pretty big, empty, dark space, but see the walls here. That one's not bad. So there's this line right here is what I'm seeing on the screen right now. That's got like a little tube that runs down in the tank. Pretty corroded. Then here's our fuel sender. Oh, right up against the float. Let's see if we can spin around maybe. See if we can get to where we can see that. So that's tube we just came out of. And then, yeah, right here is our fuel sender and the float. And as you can see there, the float's completely eaten up, rusted out, gone. Over there a little bit, you can see that screen where fuel gets picked up through the fuel sender and stuff. A lot of corroded stuff in here. You can see also the bottom side of this tank here, kind of covered with some gunk, some nasty crap, whatever. But the rest of it, overall, sides and stuff, pretty fairly clean. These old Broncos have a plastic tank, which is kind of neat. Not something you always expect to see on something super old, but yeah, that shows us fairly easily if we've got a good float on our fuel sender and if it's even worth trying to use. We don't know how old it is, so it's always good to look at that before actually tearing it out and then ordering a new one and everything. So yeah, that's one example that shows what this thing can do, I guess. Okay, so just went in the Bronco tank, kind of solved our issue there. Now we know that we need a fuel sender. Didn't have to pull the thing out, didn't have to take a chance and use it, which is not something we'd do anyways. But yeah, so really overall a good quality tool. We've used it several times. Dad says he uses it almost every day in the shop. I mean, it helped on our work van. It's good for finding coolant leaks, good for chasing wires. On that white 99 F-150 that we cleaned up, it helped find our issue and solve it there. Overall, definitely if you're, mechanicking on stuff frequently, or it's maybe your daily job or something, definitely something that's worth the price. Good tool to have. It hasn't messed up for us once. Really, one of the biggest things that I see and don't love is this little lens here. Gets a little bit dirty, but otherwise, really decent little tool. Very handy. It'll save you time in the shop once you get this lens cleaned off. And yeah, worth the money.
Okay, video editor Jarrett here. Thanks, Jalen, for running us through the Vevor Borescope camera. I'm telling you what, dudes and dudettes, the thing gets used almost daily in our shop. This Bronco, this particular example, we've had this Bronco running off both tanks. It's been pulling fuel out of that tank and running just fine. It just didn't have a gas gauge. And while we had the tank out to do just a little bit of rocker rust repair, we figured let's take a look and just see what we're dealing with. We kind of expected we were going to have to replace the sender, but we had no idea it was going to be that bad. It is just that good, and it's cheap. Right now, I just looked on the interwebs, shipped to my door, I can buy another one for less than $90. If you have more Uncle Sam's applied to your purchases where you live, it might tickle just a little bit above 90, but for the most part, about $90 will get this thing to your door, free shipping. Comes with an SD card. It's rechargeable, all that good stuff. Anywho, thanks for watching our stuff. Click like, subscribe, share our videos with your friends. We're going to put a link to this camera down below. Check it out. They're not a sponsor, but when we come across something that is this awesome and helpful, we just got to share it with you guys and gals. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next video.